Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial I will teach you the data types in Java and how they are divided into their different groups and practical demonstration of the data types. So we have total 8 data types in Java: byte, short, int, long, float, double, char and boolean. Now see how these 8 data types are divided into their different groups. In Java we have two types of data types called as primitive data types and non-primitive data types. Primitive data types are inbuilt data types, and non-primitive data types are also called as derived data types or user-defined data types. So primitive data types are categorized into two types: numeric data types and non-numeric data types. Numeric data type consists of two types: integer group and second one is floating group, whereas non-numeric group consists of two types: character group and boolean group. So byte, short, int, long belongs to integer group and float and double belongs to floating group. Character group has one data type called as char, where boolean group also have one data type called as boolean. So non-primitive data types are classes, arrays and interfaces. These are the major concepts. We discuss this concept on our upcoming videos. So integer group, byte. Byte has one byte. Minimum value is minus 128. Maximum value is 127. Short has 2 bytes. Long has 4 bytes. Integer has 4 bytes and long has 8 bytes. Now we see the practical demonstration and the simple videos to understanding the concept of the data types. First we are going to see integer group. So write class for integer group, integer group, our class name, public static void main string of ours our first data type belongs to this group is byte. So write byte b was b equals to 1 2. This called the declaration of the variable. Data types and the variable, this called declaration of the variable, and this called the assigning a value to a variable. B equals to 12, assigning a value to a variable. So let's print system dot out dot println. In this we print the byte value concatenate with the variable b. We have our second data types in this group is short s equals to 1 2 3 4. Now print this statement system.out.println. In this we print short value colon. In this the concatenate the variable of short, that is s. Give the semicolon and hit enter. And again we have our third data types belongs to integer group, that is integer I equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 0. Now again print this variable, print system dot out dot println. In this integer value concatenate with I. So save the Java program. We must save a Java program with the class file which have main. So we save the Java program with this name, integer group. So type integer group dot group dot java. Now compile the program, find cmd command prompt, reach the location where the file is saved, java c integer group dot java, compile the program. Sorry, we type different name, integer group. No errors are occurred. Now execute the program. Now we get the value of byte value 12, short value this, and integer value this. Now see the long value, how to print a long value and how to use the long data type. So type long L equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0 and 1. Println. In this we print a long value. Concatenate with the variable long variable L. Again save the program. So while using long variable, the Java compiler allocates the memory for the long variable in an integer. By default, it will allocate a memory for the integer. So when we compile the program, it will gives you a error. What error? I will show you. So save the program again and compile this program again. So we get that error, integer number too large, but we use the long variable because Java finds a long whenever we use long variable, Java creates or allocates a memory for the integer variable. That's why we get this error. To avoid this problem, we use the suffix types in the ending of the variable type suffix L, capital L or small l. By writing this, the compiler will know this is the long variable and allocates the memory for the long variable, and it does not gives any error. Now save the program and compile it again. Now it doesn't get any error. Now compile, run the program. Now we print the byte as long value successfully by writing a suffix L. By writing suffix L, compiler generates or creates, allocates the memory for the long variable. If we not writing this L suffix L, the compiler will allocate the memory for the integer. Okay, so always writes suffix L. Now we have our second group called as floating group. Floating group consists of two data types called as float and double. Float has 4 bytes and double has 8 bytes. Now we will see in the practical demonstration of the floating group. Class floating group public static void main string of ours. In the floating group we have two data types called as float and double. Float f equals to 0.9 and let's print system.out.println. In this we print the value for float, the statement float value and allocates and concatenates the variable float variable f. Again save program with that class name dot java. floating group dot java. Whenever we compile the program, Java compiler allocates the memory for the float variable also, for allocates the memory of 8 bytes, that is the memory of double, because it is a floating constant. So after, when we going to compile this program, we will get an compile time error, because Java compiler automatically allocates a memory for double by default, and here here we write float f equals to 15.9. So Java will gives you a compile time error. Let's see how the error is happen. So save the program and compile it. Type cmd, reach the location where the Java file is saved, java c floating group dot java, our file name. We get the compile time error for this float f equals to 15.9. By default, Java compiler automatically creates a 8 bytes of memory for the double, but we write the float value. So to avoid this problem, use suffix capital F or small f. By writing this, Java will allocate the memory for the float variable, that is of 4 bytes. Again compile the program. Now we don't get an error, so we successfully compile this program. No errors are occurred, so run the program. We get the 15.9 float value. So this is the first data type. Now how to use the second data type, double d equals to 20.9. Now print the second data type variable, double value concatenate with the variable d, gives a semicolon, and again compile the program. Now execute the program. Now we get the float value as well as the double value. This is the demonstration of the floating group. Now we have our third group, character group. Char data types is in character group. So char data type is of 2 bytes, and char data types can hold only a single character. So the now we will see the demonstration of the character group. So write a class for character group, class character group, write main for it, public static void main string of as character group has only one data type called as char with the variable ch. It holds only a single character. So print that variable, char variable, println. In this we print a statement character value, and allocates with the variable ch. Save the program with the class name. Now execute the program. First compile the program, type cmd, reach the location where our Java file is saved, type java c, paste the program name, class name java, no errors are occurred, so we will get a character called as a. So data types can hold only a single character. We cannot write the 2 character or 3 character for char data types. We write only a single character. It holds single character. Now we have our 4 group consist of boolean data types. Boolean data types is of 1 byte memory, and the value is true and false. Now see the demonstration of the last group, boolean group. In boolean group we have only one data type called as boolean, so write class for boolean data type, boolean group, write main for it, public static void main string of ours. So write boolean data type with the variable called as boolean b. B is the variable for the boolean, equals to true. So print the variable for the boolean data type, println in this one statement boolean value concatenate with the boolean variable b. Save the program with the class name with extension of java. Compile the program in command prompt. Reach the location our java file is saved, java c, our program name, so no errors are occurred. Run the program with the main class file java boolean group. When we get the output called as true. Now we change the value for a boolean variable called false. Now again print this statement again. Print the statement. Print the statement again, and is the value of second value. Save the program and compile it again. We get the value true and false. I hope you guys understand my videos, understanding my concept. I used to teach you in a simple basic examples. If you really like my videos, please like my videos, also share it, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you guys.